Welcome aboard. After years cruising the North Pacific, we are embarking on a journey south to warmer waters. This is our story day by day as we explore Mexico's beautiful Baja coast. Come along and experience daily cruising life as we do. Good morning. We're in the Anchorage this morning, and we wanted to give you a mini little tour of some of the boats in the Anchorage.
Yeah, and talk about what's here. It's kind of interesting. Flybridge captain is ready to go this morning. He wants us to come up there and have coffee with him, and we can do that. Our friends on Fern came in early this morning. So this sailboat is here. There's a big, I think it's a trimaran with 2 masts. Haven't talked to anyone on that boat. This little guy. And this boat. The catamarans and trimarans that were here last night all left early this morning. And of course, lots of pangas here. People working and fishing. I showed you the boats that are in the Anchorage here this morning. It's really interesting, the 5 of us. And like I said, the green trimaran with 2 masts, which is a really interesting configuration that I don't understand really anything about, is we haven't spoken with them. But I have been asked a lot of times on YouTube and by email, what's the right kind of boat to go to Alaska? What's a good boat to go to Mexico? And there's something really unique about the boats that are here, and that is that 4 of the 5 of us are here from Alaska, and 3 of the 4 of us are here from Prince William Sound in Valdez area of Alaska. And so I wanted to kind of talk about that, because not only are 4 of the 5 boats here cruised here to the Sea of Cortez from Alaska, they're 4 wildly different boats. We have Sea Venture, the traditional ocean-going trawler, kind of maybe the boat you might expect to make this kind of passage. Very, very comfortable, very nice. You know all about Sea Venture. So we're one. And then the second one is our friends on Fern, on their Island Packet sailboat that we have cruised with from all the way from Alaska and Juneau, Alaska to here. Off and on. And so there's a basic sailboat, very, very capable boat, very capable of really going anywhere. And then over here is a 30-foot Willard, and we met this gentleman, and he's from Seward, Alaska, so that's even west of Prince William Sound, and he's taken a year-long journey. And left Alaska last June and headed back this June. But a very simple single screw trawler, burns 3/4 of a gallon of fuel an hour at 7 knots. Very, very capable little, I call it a pocket trawler. But look at that little baby. Here, the more than 4,000 nautical miles from Prince William Sound. And then over to the right is a 4788 Bayliner. And actually these 2 boats, they're friends, and this boat is also from Prince William Sound. And you know, 4788 Bayliner, very common boat, very capable, very popular coastal cruiser, not normally associated with ocean passages. You know, for all 4 of these boats, you have to select your weather windows based on the boat that you're cruising in. But here you have 4 wildly different boats that are all here in the Sea of Cortez. All have traveled over 4,000 miles through the North Pacific, down the western U.S. coast and down the Baja coast to arrive here. And look, everybody's here with the same view, having a great time. And I just think that's pretty remarkable. So when people say, what kind of boat do I need to cruise from Alaska to Mexico? What's the right answer? I don't know. Any almost, it seems like they're all capable, as long as you're knowledgeable and take your time picking the right weather for your vessel. I think the huge advantage today to 10 or 20 years ago is the access to weather and stuff like Windy and Predict Wind, and now with Starlink it's easier and easier to get internet connection while you're at sea, so several different ways to download that kind of weather so you don't get surprised. But I just thought it was pretty remarkable. 4 of us here, all from Alaska, 4 completely different kinds of boats.
We got the little dinghy pretty dirty yesterday, so we are going to put it down part way and then we can get it washed out. Good morning. We're having our morning dock time. We took the large tender and went for a little trip along the coastline and found this super cute little cove with its quintessential Texan cacti on the hillside to do a little snorkeling. So this is a cool little beach. We had a really nice dinner last night with the 4 Alaska boats, and the 2 the folks from Seward, Alaska, told us about this little cove and that they had really enjoyed snorkeling in here, so we're going to give it a go. We thought this was a sandy beach, and it's actually all coral. Just little bits of coral that have broken off and washed up.
I'm driving, you're smiling, just really doing nothing. That's the thing I like about you. On the highway, it's our way, Route 66, and we keep on driving. We just do what we wanna do. Yeah, no, nothing's complicated with you. Hey, playing songs on the radio, sing along to the words that we don't know how. Brings out the wild ones. Let's just run away. Yeah, I could drive the whole along. Being with you is like being on the rodeo highways. Brings out the wild ones. I got a little crush on you. You say that I'm crazy. It's just the way that I get every time that I am with you. Your laughter takes me to heaven. I just wanna make you repeat it and repeat it again. Yeah, you make the sky so blue. No, nothing's complicated with you. Hey, playing songs on the radio, sing along to the words that we don't know how. Brings out the wild ones. Let's just run away. Yeah, I could drive the whole along. Being with you is like being on the rodeo highways. right. Route 66 and we keep on driving. We just do what we wanna do. Hey, playing songs on the radio, sing along to the words that we don't know how. Brings out the wildness. Let's just run away and I'll drive you
This 90-foot boat came and joined us in the anchorage. I think Waterslide tells us it's a charter boat. You can rent it, enjoy a day here, or whatever you might want to do. Otherwise, the anchorage now is pretty quiet. Just us and Fern and a big cat that was here when we got here that I think is here all the time, from what people have told us. So I think it's all looking pretty good. We did flip the tenders around. We're just playing with a different configuration on the back deck. All looks good. There have been rays jumping all the time, and they tend to do it for 3 or 4 seconds. So it's like not quite long enough to pick up the camera. I think Rosie got some good pictures, so hopefully that'll come out for you. There's a lot of a sailboat just left. There's been quite a few boats that have come and gone. Like they're cruising and they're not spending any time here. So we may be more the exception than the rule for this anchorage. In that a lot of people, I think, just come and get some rest and never lower their tender and take off. But we have had a great time here, and we're trying not to be in a hurry. We're definitely going to go to La Paz. We've got a little shopping list put together for La Paz, and looking forward to that. And I think Rosie and I have talked about before. I'm just showing you the view instead of me. I think that's nicer. Anyway, Rosie and I spent a month in La Paz a few years ago, and I don't know if I've said this before on the YouTube channel or not, but I'll tell you that what we did is we rented an Airbnb right downtown for a month. Fantastic house with a pool. Had a great time. But we basically rented the house for a month and came down here through mid-January through mid-February, pre-COVID, and did so with the thought of, wanting to make sure that we wanted to do this. Bring SeaVenture all the way down the west coast of the United States and Mexico to the Sea of Cortez. And while we were in La Paz for a month, I can tell you, we were here for about 3 days before it was, oh hell yes, we're bringing SeaVenture here. It was, so I'm looking forward to being back in La Paz. Fantastic town, fantastic Malecon area. So I'm really looking forward to that. We're going to anchor out in La Paz because the marina space really is not particularly available. And we've spent enough time in Ensenada, between Ensenada and San Jose del Cabo. We've spent enough time in marinas. We've spent enough time at $150 a night or whatever for a marina. So it's time to sit at anchor, and we can do that in La Paz really nicely. And there's a great spot at Marina de La Paz. They have a dinghy dock there. I think they've increased the price now to 50 pesos, which is basically like $2.50 a day for your tender. And we can do everything just as well from being at anchor with the tender as we can going to shore or being at the marina. I've got the barbecue out ready to go, so we're going to barbecue up some tuna, I think, after some great snorkeling, and otherwise we've spent the last 3 hours relaxing with one, oh maybe 2 beers. That's all I will admit to. So let's just have a great evening now and do actually nothing. Okay, not really. I think I have to do some editing tonight so you can see this video tomorrow. All right. I think it's great to watch people having fun. There's 5 or 6, I think we're going to call them side-by-sides, dune buggies out on the beach here. Having fun this evening. I think it's great. I really like watching people pursue their passions. I wonder why that is. Anyway, they've been fun to watch them. They're zooming all up and down the beach all the way over. Clearly having a blast, I think. 2 pieces of seasoned tuna on the barbecue. Not a bad spot to be barbecuing. Sitting down to dinner, Rosie made a great pasta to go with the barbecued tuna. What's in the pasta?
Sun-dried tomatoes, onions, should be fresh parm, but we don't have any, so fake parm. Milk, chicken broth.
Okay, good.
Just kind of a creamy sun-dried tomato pasta.
With my first beer?
Third.
First?
Third.
First, and then if I can get it to focus, in the Flybridge cabinet somehow, Barclays decided this is the spot to nap this afternoon, so thus the cabinet door remains open on the Flybridge in this
Very calm anchorage.
very cool setting. All right, let's have our dinner. The moonrise tonight. Pretty cool to watch it come up pretty quick. Someone driving away from the parking lot at the same time. All right, Rose. In the dark here. Ooh,
Yeah.
too close. Okay, there.
Oh wow.
What's the plan for tomorrow morning?
We're gonna take off tomorrow morning. We're gonna head over to Espiritu Santos. Actually, it is Espiritu Santos Island, and an anchorage over there, and meet up with some other folks we know over there, and yeah, spend some time enjoying the waters farther north.
All right. So I think that's it for tonight. So until next time, wishing you
No
no wind and flat seas. Good night, everybody.
Good night.